Yes, hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So I'll just
Hi, sir.
introduce all of you to Sandeep. Sandeep is a UI UX designer in Persistence, and he will be taking today's session. So over to you, Sandeep.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pratik. So, hi everyone. Good evening. I hope I'm audible and visible clearly because
Hello.
I can't see anybody of you. I hope you all can see me and hear me. So, super. So, just a few lines about me. I know work from home and t-shirts, like this is the uniform these days. So my name is Sandeep. Me and Pratik, we are like school friends. We used to study together. We did the science project together. And after that, I pursued my engineering from Siagat College. And since having inclination towards design, I started my career as a graphics designer. And currently, I am a certified user experience designer and working with Persistent. So it's been 3.5 years I'm into in this field. I have given like 2 to 3 workshops on design thinking. Also I work as a design consultant with two of the companies in Pune. One of them is Semantic. And yeah, that's how the overall journey is. So, just to tell you in our words, what is design thinking? So, we'll be speaking a few things about it. So, in our language, design thinking is nothing but jugaad. Yeah, a very plain basic thing. Design thinking is nothing but a jugaad. Yeah, so let me just share my screen. I'm just walking you through a short presentation which I really love to give. Okay, so let's first look at the practical definition, like what design thinking is. Design thinking is non-linear iterative process that teams use to understand users, challenge assumptions, redefine the problems, and create innovative solutions to prototype and test. So basically, when some problem comes, see, design thinking where it get applies not only to digital platforms, but it also gets applies in the real life, day-to-day life. It happens. So there are basically 5 phases which are involved in the design thinking. One is called as empathize, defining, then ideation, prototyping, and testing. Yeah. See, basically what happens, देखो किसी को अगर कुछ दुख होता है या समथिंग हैपन्स, आपके दोस्त के साथ कुछ हुआ, तो आप जाके उसके साथ बात करते हो, राइट? अरे यार ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था, अरे फिर कैसा, जस्ट नो दैट आई एम देयर विथ यू. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज सिंपथी. So along with that, what is empathy? That being in the place of your friend and feeling that pain, but while feeling also thinking about the solution. This is called as empathizing. So see, design thinking हम किसके लिए करते हैं? We preferably do it for the users. जो देखो आपने, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर फ्रॉम मार्केटिंग थिंग. विकास इज अ ग्राफिक डिजाइनर, विवेक इज हेड ऑफ creative work. Yeah, see, whatever things we are doing, whether it's a social media campaign or it's a video or it's a flyer or anything, इसके अल्टीमेट यूजर कौन है? ह्यूमंस, राइट? लोगों को बेचना है. नहीं, मैं क्या करूंगा ना, मैं पहले मेरा सिस्टम बना लेता हूँ, फिर बाद में जाके लोगों को सिखाऊंगा. It doesn't work that way, right? Because we, everybody of us have a pattern, and we do work, we do perform, we do live our life with some patterns. So देखो, just to give an example, हम जब सोचते हैं, how we think, generally we put our finger or hand to our left side, and then we think upward, and then we think, right? कभी हमने नीचे ऐसा देख के सोचा है क्या? बिकॉज दिस इज पैटर्न. सो अगर किसी को मोबाइल में, आपने सपोज एक मोबाइल बनाया और उसमें लोगों को बटन्स ही नहीं दिए, देर इज नथिंग टू क्लिक अपॉन. सो अब तक उनका ऐसा चलते आया है कि दे हैव समथिंग टू पुश, एंड दैट्स हाउ एक्शन विल गेट परफॉर्म. एंड यू आर कमिंग इन टू द मार्केट, यू आर डिस्कवरिंग समथिंग न्यू. सो लोगों को अडेप्ट करना, वो अडेप्ट कर पाने की, I mean, to what extent people will mend for your product, that is also needs to be seen. So basically, whenever you are doing something with the design thinking, it's always about the humans and about your users. Yeah. Okay, so there's a small video about design thinking. We'll just watch that and we'll go ahead. Sound, design thinking.
Design thinking is an approach to creative problem solving. It's a human-centered path to innovation.
Hello, I'm David Kelly. I'm happy you're here to explore design thinking with IDEO. You know, so many people don't think of themselves as creative, but I think that's wrong. Everybody's creative. And that's one of the reasons we teach design thinking, because we think that knowing this kind of approach can unlock your creativity and make you feel capable of coming up with routinely wonderful ideas.
Design thinking starts with people. It's about putting human needs at the center of all we do. It's about simple mindset shifts and new ways of looking at problems through empathy and collaboration. For an idea to be both successful and meaningful, we use 3 lenses to bring it into focus: desirability, feasibility, and viability. This ensures we're creating something that makes people's lives better, but that's also feasible to produce and makes good business sense. There are many different phases of design thinking. We find it helpful to teach it in a linear way, but in practice, it's more like this. Design thinking unfolds in iterative loops, moving back and forth across phases, some taking much longer than others. To learn it, you need to try it out for yourself. The skills and mindsets of design thinking can help you tackle your biggest challenges and build your creative confidence. Once you put it into practice and make it your own, who knows what important problems you might solve.
I think it was self-explanatory. So basically, see, when we pitch as a marketing guy from our company, so whatever, see, आपका जो client होगा, he must be having some difficulty or some challenge to be faced, yeah. So or he must be wanting some solution from you. So from a design perspective, how you can deliver that particular thing to that guy. So that's where this design thinking comes into the picture, yeah. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just understand what are the 3 steps, 5 steps involved in the design thinking. Okay, lovely. So why design thinking? क्यों use करते हैं basically? To develop and refine the skills to understand and address rapid changes in the user's environment and behaviors. With design thinking, teams have a freedom to generate groundbreaking solutions to tackle ill-defined or unknown problems, because they can reframe this in human-centric ways and focus on what's important for users. I would like to give an example of one of the social media campaign which I run for my client. What mistake I did in that campaign was, जो हमारा टारगेट यूजर था, दोज वेयर द सीनियर सिटीजन्स, और जो हमने फ्लायर उसमें बनाया फॉर आवर एड कैंपेन, दैट हैड अ परफेक्ट डेटा, कंटेंट बहुत सही था, बट व्हाट आवर डिजाइनर डिड, ही यूज्ड द सेम फॉन्ट एवरीवेयर, so same font size to be very precise. But since our target audience was senior citizen, आपको पता है senior citizens का after a point they start losing their sight. और प्रॉब्लम ऐसा हुआ कि ad went really good, it reached to people, but people didn't respond. Why? Because there was a problem that they were not able to read it completely, या फिर हमको जो मैसेज देना था वो ठीक से नहीं जा पा रहा था. So this was the problem. See, basically अभी यहाँ पे ना ही वो टेक्निकल जो जिसने कैंपेन सेट किया उसकी गलती है, ना ही डिजाइनर की गलती है, बिकॉज डिजाइनर wasn't knowing that अपना टारगेट ऑडियंस जो है वो सीनियर सिटीजन है. He generally took consideration, अरे मैं बना रहा हूँ ना, तो I'll just use my flavor, no, I know better, who else can design better than me, so I'll just go with my way, and फिर वो हमारे प्रोजेक्ट का हाईवे हो गया. So that's how things do matter, and that's how people and the target audience do matter while planning things, yeah. So to get behind to hard to access insight and apply a collection of hands-on method to help find innovative answers. Exactly. See, there are again few things जो ट्रेडिशनल मेथड से करते आओगे तो रिजल्ट्स थोड़े पुअर आने के चांसेस होते हैं, राइट. सी, टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ आवर पेरेंट्स. The first phone which we saw wasn't a smartphone, but now our parents are effortlessly using the smartphone, yeah. अगर कोई उनको 10 साल पहले स्मार्टफोन देता और यूज करने बोलता तो नो, राइट. सो ये जो चेंज हुआ है ना, दैट वाज अ वेरी ग्रेजुअल चेंज. ओके, So going ahead, there are total 5 stages to design thinking process. Very first, empathize. What happens in empathize? You actually go to the user, you feel his or her pain, what they are going through, and then you try to think solution for them. Then a step comes define. So एक बार आपको समझ में आ गया कि ये प्रॉब्लम है, so this can be also applied when we plan our social media campaigns. I'm talking about the marketing guys or digital campaigns जो भी plan करेंगे. Yeah, once you understand what solution they want, then you can define your problem. Yeah, after you get the exact problem, then you can ideate like what all things are possible. Should I go with this design? Should I go with that design? Should I use this color? Should I use those colors? Yeah. And then after ideation, so prototype is nothing but when we create a cycle for, we create a design for software. So before going to the development, we actually prototype it. आपने सुना होगा कि यारे there are just images, आप उस पे click करो and that just happen without coding. Yeah. So आपके static pages को dynamic करके उसका एक clickable thing बनाया जाता है, उसको prototype बोलते हैं. And after a prototype, we take back that prototype to our users to test it. जिनसे हम मिले होते हैं या फिर जिनके लिए हम बना रहे होते हैं, उनके पास वापस लेके जाते हैं, and we try to give that solution to that user if he is able to achieve that. So if he is able to do his work with that framework, then we push that particular build to the development. So this is how it happens into the software industry. To be very precise, this is how it happens in the core level of the UX. Yeah. So going ahead, also one more thing, if you want to ask me anything, you can just stop me at any point and you can ask your questions. Don't wait for me to say. If you have any questions, you can ask. So if you find any queries, feel free to stop and ask. Okay. Okay. So the first one, I think I have again like मैंने हर एक step के बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा बताया है. Here you should gain an empathetic understanding of the problem you are trying to solve, typically through user research. Yeah, empathy is crucial to human-centered design process such as design thinking because it allows you to set aside your own assumptions. Yeah, this is very important. So whatever things we are doing, हम सोचते कि यार ये मैंने किया था ना last time, ये ऐसे हुआ था. But every time you should be keeping your assumptions to the side and you should be actually looking at the requirements. Yeah, so that's what matters. क्या होता है ना, हम बहुत बार ऐसा नहीं कि हम हमेशा गंदा काम करते हैं. So many times we do work good, right? And we have pride with that work. अरे मैंने वो काम किया था, वो कैंपेन के रिजल्ट्स इतने अच्छे थे, client was so happy. But फॉर्चुनेटली और अनफॉर्चुनेटली आपका वही टैक्टिक ये वाले कैंपेन में काम करेगा, chances are very less. So every time you plan for things, every time you try to do things, you should keep aside your assumptions about the world and gain real insight into users and their needs, because every campaign or every different assignment asks a different of you. I hope you all are getting right. You can say either yes or no by unmuting yourself, so that I would just
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So a second one, defining. State your users' needs and problems. Now see, this presentation is basically made for the designers. So if you are not understanding some bit about it, just ignore. Yeah, and be here. I'll make sure that I'll cater this to as per your marketing and social media digital thing era. Yeah, so I'll try to cater that way also. So in defining, it's time to accumulate the information gathered during the empathize stage. Then you analyze your observations and synthesize them to define the core problems you and your team have identified. So basically, this is nothing but whatever data you have got from your research, your first stage, empathizing, you try to define a problem. See, एक बार क्या करना है वो decide हो जाता है ना, तो फिर कैसे करना है वो आने लगता है. So this is why the defining is important. So these definitions are called problem statements. You can create personas to help keep your effort human-centered before proceeding to ideation. So I won't go much deeper into persona because that is more into the design thing. So persona is nothing but जब आप आपके users से मिलते हो, तो every time it is not the case that सिर्फ IT में काम करने वाले ही हमारे users रहेंगे या फिर सिर्फ senior citizens ही हमारे user रहेंगे. So there can be a broad band of your users wherein people can be from senior citizen group, people can be from students era, people can be from college professors. So but every group will demand a different version of you. Yeah, because हर एक की ज़रूरतें अलग अलग रहेगी. So that's where the persona comes in picture. So you will consider among these segments, which is the strongest segments who will be using your application or who will be using your design, and that's how you make the things. So if you have any doubt regarding persona, we'll take it later, because if I start speaking about persona, it will take more 1 hour. Yeah. So I'll again come back to this. Just understand the meaning of persona is creating a holistic picture of your user. Yeah. So what he loves to do, how much how much tech savvy he is, what all things do he use. So this is like once you meet 3 to 4 person, आप एक कॉलेज जाने वाले लड़के से मिले, आपको एक आईटी वाले बंदे से मिले, सो इन सबका मिला के एक आप कोई तो ओपिनियन बनाते हो, राइट? सो दिस पर्सन इज नथिंग बट योर ब्लैक बुक वेर इन यू पुट ऑल these things. Yeah. And according to those requirements you try to think of the solution. So फिर आपके डिजाइन में आपका फॉन्ट कितना होना चाहिए, हाउ मच कॉम्प्लेक्स योर डिजाइन शुड बी, हाउ शुड बी द फ्लो ऑफ योर processes. So that's all depend upon the personas. So third thing, ideate. Challenge the assumptions and create the ideas. So here comes the solutions. It's not like I just go and create my campaign that way I created it last way. So here, like from the first two phases means you can start to think outside the box, look for the alternative ways to view the problem, and identify innovative solutions to the problem statement you have created. So brainstorming is particularly useful here. So basically when we think for the ideas, then we all come together and we just put our opinion, and then the best among all wins, and we all start working for that. Yeah. Okay. So in prototyping, start to create the solutions. It's an experimental phase. The aim is to identify the best possible solution for each problem found. Yeah. So prototype, I don't think the prototyping thing will be much usable for you in your market, planning your digital campaign. So but basically in prototyping, what we do, we try to create something with which user would be able to interact. And test is nothing but whatever solutions which we have came up with, we actually show it to the user, and we try to, वहाँ पे फिर rating होता है वो आपके solutions का, whether solution A works or B works or C works, and that's how we go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk little more about the human-centered approach. So human-centered design is a creative approach to problem. It's a process that starts with the people you are designing for and ends with new solutions that are tailor-made to suit their needs. See, from the beginning, I'm saying that whatever design you are doing, whatever campaign you are doing for the humans. जो भी आपके यूजर है वो कोई कंप्यूटर या फिर मोबाइल नहीं है. So human-centered design is all about building a deep empathy with the people you are designing for, generating tons of ideas, building a bunch of prototypes, sharing what you have made with the people you are designing for, and eventually putting your innovative new solutions out in the world. Yeah. I think today only you had a session with one of the sales director from the White Hat Junior, right? So what different thing they did? वो भी अपने अपने e-learning ही पढ़ा रहे थे, right? But what, considering the scenario of this lockdown, what different thing they did? They tried to push that to the kids. जो चीजें लोग इंजीनियरिंग में सीखते हैं, या फिर the things which people learn after engineering, the coding stuff, they tried to push it to the small kids, and that's what made them blow. Yeah, you must be seeing ads of White Hat Junior. Many people came and they invested, so they got so much money, and that's how they are promoting the things. But under a shell, if you look at that, it is nothing but a e-learning. Yeah, which we are currently doing on Udemy, which we are currently doing on Coursera.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, so before that, I would like to show one more video about human-centered approach. Let me just pull it up.
Practice human-centered design. And human-centered design to me has 4 basic principles. The first is we focus on the people. Second, we solve the real underlying problem, Because quite often what we're asked to solve is the symptom of the problem. But if we ask, well, why is that symptom there? We can find something that's so fundamental that the symptom goes away. Third, everything is a system. Things are related. You fix this, and that's a problem. You fix that, and something else is a problem. You have to think of the entire set of interlocking, interacting components. And finally, we're dealing with human beings here, and human beings are difficult to understand and predict in an interesting, fascinating way, but it means we're never going to get it right the first time. And so what we do is we quickly build something it's a mock-up. It doesn't really work, but it looks like it's working. And we can see how people might use it, and we can see where the problems are, and we do it again and again and again. And each time we do it again, we get closer to a real product or process or procedure or service. And eventually we get one that seems good enough. But it's never perfect because people will change and they'll start using the system in ways we hadn't imagined. So we're always iterating and improving. Those are the 4 principles. Understand the people, focus on the people, think of it as solving the right problem, not the symptoms. It's a system, and always be iterating and improving. Now, how do we do that? Well, there are many different ways of doing this. And in my book, The Design of Everyday Things, I talk about a very logical, sensible way of doing it, in which you start off, first of all, we watch and we observe and we understand how people do their activities and what's important. Second, we think hard about what the issues really are, and we work with the people to understand what the underlying fundamental issues beneath that are. And we make sure we cover the system and all the people who are involved in all the different issues. And finally, we build prototypes and test and build and understand. And so we do this in that order. And it makes good logical sense. In fact, the London Design Council says there's a double diamond. The first diamond is where we try to understand what the real issues are. And the second diamond is where we try to figure out what a possible solution is. Well, all that makes great sense and is wonderful if you're teaching in the classroom and you have time to do that. But in the real world, we almost never do it that way. So let me mention 2 or 3 issues with doing it that way. First of all is that there's never time. When you're working for a client or a company, as soon as you start, basically you're over your budget and you're behind schedule. That's because we're never given enough time to do the job and enough money to do it the way we would like to do it. And so when we say, let's go and study what people are doing now, we go watch them and observe them, the answer is, yeah, you should be doing that, but there's not enough time. And so how do we do this? Well, the other problem is that if you actually watch designers, this isn't how they do things. Quite often, the first thing they do is build something. Well, wait a minute, shouldn't that be last after we understand the problem and the people and all that? Nope, because it turns out if you build something rapidly and quickly and give it to people, you will learn a lot from how they interact with it. And so that actually is a way of asking the questions by giving them something that you've just built, and they play with it and they try to make use of it, and they'll show you what's wrong or what's good, and you can build from there. So it's a great probe of their interests, their desires, their needs, their capabilities. So that violates what I've been talking about. So there's one other thing, and that's what I will call community-based design. But you know what? Let's leave that for another video.
Okay. So see, basically, when we speak about the design thinking, it is nothing but an iterative process. So when you try to build something, you give it to the client, then you get something from the client, you either good or bad. You try to incorporate that, then you again send it back, and that's how it gets formed. So it won't happen that in first go things will turn your way, or client will be more than happy. So if something happens, then it should be your lucky day. Yeah, so that's how it goes into the design thinking. So let me pull my slides back. Okay, So let's do some hands-on. I know I spoke around 30 minutes. I spoke so many things. So I just wanted to understand what all you just like got from this half an hour of discussion. I'm not expecting lot many things from you. So consider this as your problem statement. This pandemic, many people lost their jobs. Create a digital solution to help people to get jobs, to go get jobs, collaborate and grow. Yeah, you can choose your user base, go through all stages, empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Come up with all possible solutions, finalize one, and proceed. So can you all, like, if you have pen and paper, you can actually sit down and try. But if you don't, then like the way we shared our things, one of you can start speaking, then another person can start speaking. Or else, if you have any more questions, we can take that. I hope everybody's awake.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a one question. So there is a one company which I'm working with, the household lubricant. They need a label design. I'm facing the difficulties on the design, but I don't fix out कि कैसे बनेगा वो क्या नया उनको चाहिए. But मेरे को sometimes I face problem how the client need. उसका जरूरत क्या है, उनको चाहिए क्या. How I can solve this problem?
Okay. So what is your actual problem? Can you please redefine?
So my actual problem is I'm working till 8 o'clock at night. I'm sitting on the chair, I'm doing my work, and sometimes I'm really frustrated in some point that I have to burst my laptop and throw it away because I am stuck with that work because I need because I lost my creativity in that area. So if I have some creativity in my mind, I lost it because I busted, my mind was busted, and I did not focus on the design thing and typography as well.
Okay.
So how I can change this scenario of mine?
Yeah. So first tip I would like to give you: don't bust your laptop every time, because that is very innocent thing which you have. Yeah. So second thing, see, there would be many scenarios that why design is not coming as per the client's expectation, because sometimes clients want something and he says something else. So it's not sometimes, many a
Yes,
time.
many times.
Yeah, I know, I can understand you. Many a times it happens that client wants something else and he says something else. So at that time, what is important thing, no, you have some sessions with him, whether online meeting or a one-to-one meeting. You go sit with him and discuss about the idea. So आपको ना बात करते करते solution आएगा. ऐसा 5 मिनट में उसने बोल दिया, आपने 10 मिनट में डिजाइन दे दिया. This never happens. Yeah, so basically what you need to do, brainstorm is the activity which you actually need to do, wherein you will try to get what is exactly lying there. That's the reason he is saying so. So जब आप इतने लेवल डीप जाओगे ना, तो सॉल्यूशन अपने आप आपके सामने आ जाएगा. Are you getting it? See, basically क्या होता है ना, you get just one email or message or phone call. Client says I want things this way, and then you start building your things, you start assuming things. Yeah, that's what
Yes,
I'm saying.
yes.
Because see, to be very frank, in India there are very few companies who are actually following this design thinking method, or user experience design practice, real life practice. Why? Because there is one major thing, that it needs time. इसमें बहुत टाइम जाता है, और बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं अरे उतना टाइम नहीं है, नहीं तो फिर बजट नहीं है. So herein we need to come in picture and we need to say, boss, this is the thing and this much. If you want me to do a good research, if you want me to provide a creative solutions, I need time. So third thing, you can ask for a little time. Yeah. So very first thing, be little generous with your laptop. Second thing, try to understand client from his view. What is his viewpoint? So सबसे पहला स्टेज जो हमने बात की ना, empathize. So यहाँ पे client आपका जो भी हो, उसके users जो भी हो, पहले आप आपके client के साथ empathize करो. Try to understand what pain he is feeling, and then think for a solution.
Yes.
Yeah?
So
And then the third thing comes, you brainstorm with him. Yeah.
yeah.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
I have a
Vivek.
question.
Yeah.
Many times what happens, client suggests some changes in the creative,
Mhm.
but we design the creative as per our target audience and you know that things. But still client reject the creative and he or she give his inputs in the creative. So how should I tackle this situation?
Okay. So see, there are what I do follow in such cases. I would like to say before telling the market examples, I would like to tell you my example. What I do generally, I always try to create two things. So one, as per my thought. So my thought is nothing but whatever the research I have done, I do one solution that way. And the second thing, what client wanted, I exactly do it that way. Kitna bhi ganda lagne do, I exactly do it that way. एंड व्हेन आई प्रेजेंट दैट टू द क्लाइंट या अभी आप पावर पॉइंट में उनको भेजते हो या फिर मेल पे भेजते हो सो आफ्टर व्हाट यू नीड टू लर्न नो बीइंग अ डिजाइनर्स वी नीड टू लर्न टू स्पीक फॉर आवर डिजाइन या फिर जो भी मैं आप समझ रहे हो मेरी बात जो भी डिजाइन में भेज रहा हूँ उसमें क्या किया है उसके बारे में आप 4 लाइन लिख सकते हो यस और नो
Yes, yes, sure.
exactly so that practice we should follow in this design think point number 1 point number 2 point number 3 these many things I have done and this will impact that way आपके 4 लाइन हो गए in the second design also speak for the same see ultimately to be on the very ground level you want money from the client yeah as long as the client is happy you will get money as long as you will get money you will be happy
Yes,
so
yes.
you should always I'm not saying in this hustle and bustle lose your creativity no keep your creativity top notch keep clients requirement also under consideration why because he's paying you
Yes, yes.
yeah? So whatever things you are trying to deliver try to speak for your design if he's trying to reject that then ask what are the reasons he's rejecting आप अरे मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है ये बोल के रिजेक्ट नहीं कर सकते because there is my research which underwent before designing that creative I hope you all are understanding
Yeah, yeah.
so when you
Yes,
basically
yes.
try to do it this way no आप अगर ऑप्शन दोगे ना तो सामने वाले को लगेगा हाँ इसने मेरा मेरा तो मन रख लिया इसने मेरा चीज भी किया but at the same time what he is providing is equally good या एंड देन ऐसे ऐसे अगर आप एक दो बार प्रैक्टिस करोगे उसके बाद वो थर्ड टाइम ना बोलेगा विवेक यू नो इट बेटर अभिषेक यू नो इट बेटर डू इट योर वे आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस
Yes, yes.
या सो दैट्स हाउ यू कैन टैकल okay I think many of you while we were talking many of you missed what assignment I gave you so if you can just try your hands or you can just tell a solution to this problem what you will do as a what I can say as a design solution like design person or a IT person who is having a knowledge of design thinking how will you tackle this problem in a design thinking way
One more question I have.
yes
I'm facing rejections, most of the rejection from because I'm economic student and I shift my career to graphic designing. So whenever I send the resume, I will definitely get the mail from it that we are not considering blah 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 because you don't study the graphic designing. So what are the changes I have to make sure in the portfolio that excite the companies ki haan, has the capability on this guy?
okay so thank you for this question and welcome to the club because I'm also an engineer and I have also faced these situations you know what comes in picture this time is your portfolio आप सिर्फ डिजाइन बना के उसको पोर्टफोलियो बना दोगे that won't make sense see as I said you need to speak for your design so while designing that what all factors you taken under consideration you need to present that as well so that will increase the value of your designs whatever things you are putting in your persona or putting in your portfolio and that portfolio will create an impact तो फिर उनको आपके एजुकेशन के लिए सोचने का टाइम नहीं मिलेगा why because there are so many things which are already present in your portfolio which will speak for your design see these days there are so many online tools with which you can design the things और लोगों को डिजाइनर की जरूरत नहीं है They'll just take monthly pack or annual pack, but they want someone who can speak for the thing. Yeah. So this one thing is lacking. So because it won't happen in one night. You need to keep doing. आपको आपका portfolio उतना अच्छा बनाते रहना होगा. You need to always look for what trends are going on. If you can write something, try writing. Start writing blogs on design. Actually, I don't used to write, but from last 3 months, I'm also planning few of the blogs to write. Yeah. medium.com सबको पता ही है. Create your own thing. Write something about design. Write 50-60 lines. Yeah. So that's how you can be different from other designers. Wherein जब आपका प्रोफाइल जाएगा और जब वो ये सारे लिंक्स देखेंगे, then they'll get to know, yeah, this is the person who can speak for design also. We should create our existence. Yeah. Because before your recruiter or your client see you, they see your portfolio, they see your resume, they see your online presence, they see your Behance, they see your Dribble.
Yes.
So this presence needs to be good to make a first impression. At least call तो आने दो. Call आने के बाद क्या करना है वो देखते हैं.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I think I should stop my screen share and we can take the questions. Perfect. So yes, you can go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Saili.
Yes. Hi. I Saili Mikhe. So I have not introduced myself. So sorry for that. My mobile was not working. I have one question. As you shared these steps of designing thinking, empathize, ideate, empathize, define, ideate, and test. So till now I have worked on these steps for to make a UI and a UX for an app or website. So I was just studying that problem statement. So how can I involve these steps in such a kind of problem statements? Like we need to have design here and one of a poster or a single page or banner. So I know the flow of UI and UX. So we decide how it will go and all. So I cannot figure out how we will follow these steps for designing only just one flyer or poster. So I cannot get it.
Okay. So you are asking about the problem statement which I shared at the last, right? And
yes.
From that, how to get onto one thing. That's what you are
Yes.
asking, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for that, Saili, if you are asking this in terms of your work, then there is another answer. And if you are asking this from our last 30 minutes discussion, so what was expected from you all was the things which we saw, right? Our empathizing with the user, then defining the problem. So
Yes.
after seeing such problem statement, what comes to your mind? See, earlier अगर मैं 3 साल पुराना डिजाइनर होता तो मैं बोलता था अरे कुछ नहीं, एक पोर्टल बना देंगे, naukri.com जैसा हो गया मेरा काम. Are you getting this? But
Yes.
now today when you give me this problem statement, what I will think, oh, there are so many people who lost their jobs. So first thing, now if they are available online, so they must be having something. Then I should be able to create such a platform wherein they would be able to upload their skills. They would be able to list their skills, and then if I want to seek this particular problem statement for the recruiter, then that's another ball game altogether. But
Yes.
अभी जो problem statement मैंने आपको दिया था, that was about people who lost their jobs. So try to understand the meaning behind this sentence. They lost their jobs. Why? Because pandemic, but earlier they used to have their job. So they are good with some skills. So they are not person who are fresher. They are person with the experience. So उनके लिए the way naukri.com works now for freshers or for experienced people, but the solution which I will build, उसका interface कुछ अलग रहेगा. उसका algorithm will go something different. Yeah. So that's how we should think, that whatever problem statement we are seeing in front of us, we really need to we say, right, you many a times you might have heard, we need to learn to read in between the lines. So that's where things come in picture. that you really need to read in between the lines.
Yes, right.
Yeah. So that's how you can tackle. And for you, from your work perspective, I would like to give you a suggestion to read more case studies. You can read the case study of Trade app. You can read the case study of Airbnb app. So there are so many good case studies which designers these days writing. Yeah.
Okay.
You should actually read. They actually write what they failed for the first time, how they started the design thing, how their project got scrapped, and how they started again from the scratch. So that gives us another inspiration or motivation to do the things. So that's how you can excel, and that's how ideas also generate.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Most welcome. The last one was thank you from my side. You can always stay in touch with me with my there's email ID, there's contact number, you can note it down, and for any queries you can ask me. Mostly write an email to me. I'll reply email faster than your calls. Yeah, so that's all from my side. If you want to ask anything, I'm here for next 5-7 minutes. And over to you, Pratik.
Yes, thanks, Sandeep. So I have one question for you. With as we are the digital agency, like marketing agency, and more even in marketing agency, what things goes the person communicating with the client is an account manager or client serving person. And when the idea or anything gets on board, so first a brief comes to client manager, and then it goes to designer or marketing team. But when we interact with designers, uh, taking the notes from the client and then designer, so many things got confused. Sometimes as Vivek said, we create the images, but a client send the suggestion, make those changes, put some content there, put the phone numbers here. Most of with respect to real estate clients, they need more content on image. But in that perspective, image get like very bad image when created. So how we can manage those situation, because edits are coming continuously coming from the client's end, and we never don't say no to client anytime.
Right.
So with the design perspective, because they come with okay, ये कलर थोड़ा डार्क है, इसको लाइट करो, ये बहुत लाइट हो गया, इसको डार्क करो, ये लोगो बहुत छोटा है, इसको बड़ा करो, ये छोटा हो गया, इसको बड़ा करो.
Okay. See
my designers get pagal at that time. So how we can manage those situations?
Yeah. So I would like to suggest one thing over it, like when at the first only when things comes to your account manager, so he should plan for the way, a way in the sense, like when your things go for actual design, as to be very specific to answer you, Pratik. So there should be so the creatives which you are making are basically going on to the social media. So for Facebook, there is 80-20 ratio, there are things. So these things your account manager should be known. Yeah. So because when he will interact with the client, he should be able to say, boss, 20% content, 80% should be image. So that's how, again, if we seek for monetization thing, or if we seek for doing paid campaigns, then this is how our whole thing should look like. Another thing, if any campaign or any client comes to you, you should plan for a theme, that boss, these are the colors for this month or this campaign, we won't go beyond this.
Yeah.
So planning, when you plan a strategy, plan for your branding colors also. For this month I'll do that, for that month, because जब ऐसा हो जाएगा ना, तो आपके डिजाइनर भी उस टाइम पे फ्रीज हो जाएंगे.
Yes,
So
yes.
ये पैटर्न मिल जाता है ना, तो उसके बाहर वो भी नहीं जाएंगे, क्लाइंट भी नहीं जाएगा, क्योंकि बिकॉज क्लाइंट को ऑलरेडी पता होगा, अरे ये कलर से और डिजाइनर ने वही सोच के बनाया है. तो क्या होता है ना, रिवर्क जो आता है वो कम हो जाता है.
Okay, yeah.
So very first, आपका जो अकाउंट मैनेजर है, द वन हु इज इंटरेक्टिंग विद द क्लाइंट, ही उनका रिसर्च बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए. चाहे उनका ये कुछ भी चीज हो ना हो, बट अभी रियल इस्टेट है, तो करंटली उनके जो कंपिटिटिव एनालिसिस जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, वो अगर अकाउंट मैनेजर बहुत अच्छे से करेगा, तो फिर उसको आपके डिजाइनर के बिहाफ पे लड़ने के लिए पॉइंट है. rather than लड़ना, आई वुड से ही कैन टेक स्टैंड फॉर योर डिजाइनर.
Yes.
अगर उनका रिसर्च सही है तो. Yeah, so I think this will help. And मतलब client होते हैं, they do ask, but when you show them something else in the market, then they say, okay boss, they are doing, so let us do. So that वो win-win situation हो जाता है फिर.
Yes. And one more thing, like right now, just last week, Facebook and all platforms changed their some algorithms and policy with respect to images. So before that, Facebook is containing with the 20% text on image, but they remove those sections from their ad policies and everything. And now you can put the image like content on image or only create the that kind of the content image. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. So because I am also running a couple of campaigns for the Art of Living organization, which I basically work with. So you know what, the very first thing I would like to say about this decision was everything is coming online and many people are doing their ads. So having that ratio was again confusing people. So what they wanted, we being a Facebook, we don't want you to hire a special person to run your ads. Run your ads at your home. That was the concept which came in. And they actually if you go onto the Facebook ad manager, they have actually listed their lessons like how to run your ads. Yeah, so to get more audience and to get more revenue, they did it this way. So I would like to say one more thing about that. You must have seen about their UI also. Their UI also got drastically changed about the especially about the putting ads, because earlier you need to go to ad manager, you need to push the ads, and then you need to see on your Facebook. But in right now in facebook.com itself, when you go to your page, there are so many complex things which you can do with your ad. So this is nothing but again a money model. Yeah, these are things are running.
Yes. Yeah.
So again, like see, when as you said, 80-20 हट गया है, but here comes the designer in picture. He should be able to speak for his design in the sense, what are the Gestalt's principle. We should a bit of study and research about the design. What are the Gestalt's principle? What is design theory? What is color theory? What are the principles to graphic design? So if we keep these small rules in our mind while designing, then things can go that way. So basically, and see, one more thing which I personally follow is I try to look as many design as possible before I personally start design. So I just go and surf the things which designers are doing, और फिर उसमें से ही आपको creative idea मिल जाएगा. Look at the work for others and get inspired from them rather than critic. See, देखो डिजाइन आपके पर्सपेक्टिव से जो डिजाइन गंदा है वो किसी और के पर्सपेक्टिव से बहुत अच्छा है.
Yes.
So every time you see a design, try to see a positive side of it. Oh, ये करने के लिए क्या सोचा होगा. Right now, I'm meeting so many people that they are doing, wonderful things just by using Canva. Just by using Canva. Trust me, I have so many designers, so many people who just lockdown में कुछ काम नहीं था इसलिए they started designing and they are really designing well things. Good design than me. So I think 2 days ago I met one friend of mine and he was like, Sandeep, I want to show you something. I said, हाँ बोलो ना. So he just showed me some of the designs and he said, this design I used for my paid marketing and I got 1,000 leads generated. I said, क्या बात कर रहा है? And results are like quite evident, so it's perfectly fine. These days there is so many resources, so many material. All we need to do, we need to keep our eyes open to the things.
Yes. Okay, that's all from my side. Anyone have any questions? Please ask Sandeep.
Sir, I have a question on logo making.
Yeah, please.
So when we deliver a logo to our client, we deliver the few logo mockups to the client. So is it necessary to deliver every time the logo mockups?
Okay, so I don't know what actually people do follow, but what practice I do follow and which have been successful like last 3 years was what I do when I design a logo for client. I design 3 options only. So I put all 3 in the same mockup. In the sense, so the design which I used for the first, the same design I use for second, same design I use for third, so that the client gets a clear glimpse that, boss, in this situation all my 3 logos are looking this way. But when a change comes, then before that change, I ask him, okay, so which one you like more, which one you don't like, and why you don't like. So from those three logos or whatever, like if you must be sending 4 or 5 options, so among those options ask him which are most likely. See, आप हर बार वो 6 लोगों पे काम करते बैठोगे तो आपका टाइम बहुत जाएगा. तो rather than that, ask him what are 2 best designs as per you, what are 3 good things. अगर आपने बहुत ज्यादा ऑप्शन भेजे तो उसका हाफ हाफ करते आओ, तो आप जाके एक पे सेटल होंगे. So every time you get some feedback, also ask which should I'm considering this feedback for all my all designs which were sent, but now you tell me which is your priority, which design should I take first. So आप ये उनसे ही निकलवा के लो, फिर आपको पता चलेगा अरे इनको ना ये वाला लोगो पसंद आया है तो इसमें मैं और थोड़ा काम करूंगा तो इसके फाइनल होने के चांसेस ज्यादा है. So this is how I personally work. And one of my friend, what he actually does is he sends just two options, one as per the client requirement, one as per his results. Yeah. So, and whatever he feels like, he gets the second reply from the client saying, boss, I'm liking this one, so just do few of the tweaks, and in 2 to 3 iterations his logo gets done every time. So I have seen him making logos from last 8 years, but he worked this way. So just 2 alternatives and he thorough that assignment. So till date, I'm not able to break that flow, but I generally do with 3 options, and I ask my client like what things, which logo is suiting best for you, and then we can take that ahead. So that's how you can drill down and you can come to one thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. So what else?
Yes, can you give me the email ID of yours?
Yeah, sure. I'm putting onto the chat.
Yes. Basically, what I do to handle the clients, I give the package deal. So in the package deal, they will get the how many edits they will get. So I will give the 2 edits, and after that 2 edits, I will charge for the some money, extra money.
This can also work, yeah, because
it's work every time for me.
That's good, because see, अगर मुझे आप दोगे अरे हाँ 2 ही बार ये फ्री में करेगा बाद में चार्ज करेगा, तो मैं भी बहुत सोच के बोलूंगा. This can see, it's like you being a freelancer or you being a designer, you can set your own rules. And this is again like you need to try and test. अभी विकास के सिनेरियो में ये काम करता है, मेरे सिनेरियो में अब तक किया नहीं है. So it's like every designer has some or the other ways. Yeah. So ultimately our aim should be to stop the rework. Rework को कैसे रोका जाए?
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, Abhishek, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, my question is, which are the natural colors we should use mostly in any post?
I think this is a bit tricky question. See, it's not about the natural color. It again boils down to what industry you are catering to. So, अगर आप educational industry देख रहे हो, तो उनका dominant color अलग है. IT industry देख रहे हो, तो they mostly prefer a blue one. Yeah, because see, here comes your color theory in picture. What you want to show from your logo. अभी आप Nasher Webs का logo देख लो. It has a gradient of yellow and orange. Yeah. So yellow or orange, ये जो color का band है, that is nothing but shows a enthusiasm. Yeah, shows a creative ideas. So this is how Nasher started. When Pratik shared his idea of Nasher Webs, so this is how he told me. And to tell you all, the Nasher Webs logo is designed by me. So this is how, like, what you want to show to people, that's how your color should go. So if you read about the color theory, you will get the solution for this.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Again, yeah, and you know, color theory also differs as per country by country. So you should read much deeper, because in the foreign countries, people do have a little, you know, what we say, they are little color blind. You know, they are like उनके आँखों के जो corpuscles होते हैं ना, उनमें थोड़ा problem होता है. So nation to nation, the colors do change. बिकॉज अगर आपको इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल देखना है तो कोको कोला का केस स्टडी एक बार देख लेना. उनके पैकेजिंग का कलर हर एक कंट्री के लिए अलग है. या फिर मैकडोनाल्ड्स का भी देख लो आप, उनका जो एम वाला सिंबल है ना, इंडिया में रेड और येलो है, और एक कोई तो फॉरेन कंट्री में उसका ग्रीन है. Yeah, so you can always study the color theory, you will get the things. Okay, anything else?
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Pratik.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Nice to
nice.
meet you, sir. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.